The only reason why I'm giving away the knowledge I'm about to give you today is because this is a small channel and we have few people watching. If this had been a large YouTube channel, I wouldn't have given this away for free. I would have collected payments for it because it's this valuable. And this is not for me to take credit or anything. This is not knowledge I discovered on my own either, but I know that this stuff works. And you can go into the charts after watching this video and see for yourself, and you will see what I'm talking about. So you've probably been struggling with trading for a long time. You may get some profits. I was there too. I got some payouts and I saw that obviously this works, but you still get this feeling of like you can't sustain it consistently. And what I mean by that isn't that you're not profitable, because getting profitable isn't that hard, but you may get a few payouts here and there and you may not blow your account, you may sustain your capital, but you don't feel like you actually really truly understand what you're doing. You feel like you may collect some payouts here and there, but that's it. And people say that it's about discipline. And I think all traders has to get to the point where you feel like I can't do this anymore. Like this is so hard, and like you start to second guess yourself, and all those expectations you had of doing this stuff full time, making a lot of money, you start to actually drop those expectations because it feels too painful for you. Like you've had these expectations for so long, and yet you're not getting to that point you want to achieve. And you start to blame the market and you say, this isn't because of me, this is because the market just is too random, and like I can't even take this personally anymore. It's like it's get to the point where you, to protect your actual like identity and to feel like not feel too bad about yourself and to feel like you're too worthless, you try to think, okay, but I have other career options as well, like I can do other stuff with my life. I can't spend so much of my mental capital only thinking about this. But the truth is, there actually is secrets that you can apply to the market. And what a lot of people don't understand is that their setup isn't broken, it works. But the thing is, they don't truly understand why it actually works, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And the thing is, I can tell you in 3 words what you're missing. And if you implement this, you will look at the market from a completely different lens. And the 3 words is hourly candle wick. If you start to implement the hourly candle wick, the 1 hour candle wick, then you will be at a completely different level in your trading. This is almost like hacking the matrix, where you don't have to try anymore. You get this clarity and it works again and again and again. And what you are looking for is still to trade within your time, like the time you want to trade and the session, and you still look for the same kind of setups that you usually look for. It's just that you implement the hourly candle. It will give you more clarity. So if you trade reversals, you preferably want to look for those reversals 30 minutes into the hourly candle. Don't take reversals at the start of the hourly candle. Like people take reversals at the start of the hourly candle before you have any clarity. Like you haven't even waited for anything to happen on the hourly candle and you still try to look for a reversal. That's crazy. And I've been there too myself. But let me make this simple. Let me not talk too much. So you wait for that hourly wick to form, and then, especially if you don't have any wick in the other direction of that hourly candle, you wait for some sort of wick to form on that hourly candle. Then you think you obviously have to know which direction you want the market to go in. If it is the opposite direction, you wait for that wick to form to the downside. Then you look for a 1 minute market structure shift, and then you can take the trade. That gives you more certainty, more clarity. And the market can look really chaotic, but if you actually implement this, it's going to be much more simple for you. And it's the same thing. Let's say you want to go short. I watched Euro USD New York session, and I wanted to take a short position, but if I would have taken it, like, let's say at 10 a.m. New York local time, we had a 1 minute market structure shift to the downside, but if you look at the hourly candle, there is no reason to go short yet. Like, there is no good wick first. So why are you trying? Like, the crazy part is, if you don't understand this, then you will get the market structure shift to the downside, and you don't even look at the hourly candle, and it creates a wick to the downside, and there's no wick on the opposite direction. It's just a body, and you try to go short. Like, no wonder you get stopped out. But people don't seem to understand this. And like, I'm not any smarter than you. I just understand what works. That's the difference. And that's why I hate to see people try so hard with their trading psychology, so hard to stay disciplined, but they don't have the right info. So you wait some more, and I actually had to wait until, like, I think it was 12 a.m. New York local time instead of 10. And most people would have been like, I don't trade that late. But the thing is, the market was just accumulating before that. It was just choppy. Then we had the wick on the hourly candle, and at 12:30, which is 30 minutes into the hourly candle, then you could have taken the reversal and you would have achieved 1 to 3. And the trade quickly moves in your direction as well. You don't have to wait too long. You just take it, the wick, the 30 minutes into the hourly candle, and it will soon go into your direction. It's so simple. And the same is with continuations. You don't want to trade continuations too early in, too late into the hourly candle. You want to trade it preferably at the first half of the hourly candle, like somewhere like 15 minutes is awesome to trade the continuations, but you still want to do the same thing. You want to wait for that wick. Let's say you want to go long, but then you don't trade long like at when the hourly candle just opened. You wait for like at least, let's say, 15 minutes. It creates a wick. Then you can look for a market structure shift on the 1 minute for confirmation, entry confirmation, and then you can go long. 1 minute market structure shift is just an entry confirmation when you already know where the market is likely to go. 1 minute market structure shift in itself doesn't mean anything. Like, that happens all the time in both directions, like hundreds of times each day. Like, you can, like, that in itself means nothing. You have to understand higher time frames, but I don't want to make it too complicated for you. But the thing is, let's say you have, I'm covering all of this in my Discord. It's linked in the bio. I go over live market analysis every single day, and I tell you which days are high probability, which days are low probability, and I go over my strategy, my setups, and I teach you everything in the Discord, which is linked in the bio. But anyways, so you go, let's say you trade Euro USD London session. We have Asia low, we have Asia high. Most people think that we have to take out Asia low before we go higher. We don't have to do that at all. We can do that, we don't have to. So we create a wick on the hourly candle at 2 a.m. New York local time. Then we have a 1 minute market structure shift to the upside, and you wait like until 2:15, and then you can take the trade. It's that simple. But most people don't understand what they're doing, so they make it too complicated for themselves. Like, you can also implement the 4 hour, the daily, all of that stuff, but remember, we're day trading. So Your job as a trader is actually not to be in the market too long at a time. So obviously look at one like daily and 4 hourly, but obviously focus more on the hourly candle and then go into lower time frames and look for the entry. That's it. It's so simple, yet most people don't know about it. That's why they keep becoming liquidity again and again. And before you can actually do this profitably, you have to understand one thing. You have to completely let go of all expectations to the market. That means you're only, like, if you feel frustrated about your trading, the only solution is to gather more knowledge. It's not to try harder. It's not to increase the lot size or do anything of that stuff. Like, the only way to get further in trading is to increase your knowledge. If you get frustrated, you have to increase your knowledge. Like, if you care about the setup going without you, you probably have too few setups. That's why you feel this way. Because in my opinion, I was watching EURUSD and I saw a setup in London session that actually went without me. I waited for a liquidity sweep, but it didn't give the sweep. It just went in the direction I usually wanted to trade that day. But since I know that it doesn't matter because I'm coming back in New York session and I'm looking for a new setup in London session, I don't care that much. That's how you become profitable. Because if you have too few setups, you will never, like, you will always be restless and you have to feel like you have to take that setup. But if you have too much knowledge, then you always know that there is truly coming something new all the time and you don't care.